There comes a moment, not in the quiet of reflection, but in the raging storm of your own discontent, when you realize this truth. Greatness is not given, it is extracted, wrenched from the soul, carved from pain, earned in blood. It does not arrive politely, with a knock at the door. It kicks the damn thing down and asks, no, demands everything from you. Friedrich Nietzsche said, one must still have chaos in oneself to be able to give birth to a dancing star. That chaos, it's not the noise around you, it's the war within. Because to be great, truly great, not popular, not liked, not wealthy, but significant in the truest sense of the word, is to bleed for a purpose you may not yet fully understand. Greatness begins in the furnace of the mind, not in comfort, not in consensus, but in a brutal, radical, unflinching choice to no longer accept mediocrity. The masses will tell you to calm down, be realistic, blend in, but there has never been a statue erected to a man who blended in, never a legacy born from consensus. You must think thoughts that terrify average men. You must believe what others mock. You must wake up each morning with a war cry in your chest and rebellion in your bones. Nietzsche didn't just write about will, he lived it. A man plagued by illness, poverty and obscurity, and yet he became the voice of eternity, because he did not bend, and neither will you. You must be willing to hold a vision so grand it shatters your comfort, to walk so far from the crowd, you forget what it means to be accepted, to love the process more than the result. Your mind is the crucible, and what you choose to think, believe and repeat in silence, that becomes your steel. What separates the lion from the sheep? Belief. Not just belief in outcome, but belief in identity. You must stop negotiating with your destiny. Stop offering discounts on your dream. Believe with such intensity that it sets fire to every excuse. Do you know how Thomas Edison created the light bulb? 10,000 failures, not attempts, but inventions that did not work. Because he believed in a future he had not yet seen. He believed so deeply the world had to follow. That belief, that relentless, unreasonable, irrational faith in yourself, it is the forge of greatness. And belief is not passive. It is a decision you must make every time fear knocks, every time doubt whispers, every time your past reminds you who you used to be. Burn that version of yourself. You cannot hit a target you cannot see, and most people are wandering, not walking, hoping, not hunting. Greatness demands clarity, clarity in vision, clarity in standards, clarity in who you are and what you will no longer tolerate. Nietzsche said, "He who has a why to live can bear almost any how." Your why must be sharper than your fears. It must be stronger than your habits. Oprah Winfrey didn't become a global icon by accident. She knew exactly who she was. She made decisions from clarity, not confusion. She didn't react to life. She authored it. You must do the same. Define your North Star, then burn the ships. There is no retreat from destiny. Clarity gives you power in the face of pressure. It silences the noise. It makes you lethal. Your future is not something you walk into. It's something you build, moment by moment, choice by choice. See it, feel it, speak it, even when no one listens, especially when no one listens. Walt Disney was told he lacked imagination, that his dreams were foolish, that adults wouldn't care about cartoons, and yet he saw what they couldn't. He built a world inside his head, and then he dragged it into reality. Your vision must be unshakable, not because it's easy, but because it's yours. Do not wait for the fog to lift. Become the light that pierces it. Greatness doesn't come to those who wait. It comes to those who see it coming and prepare. What's the point of all this pain, this effort, this sacrifice? Purpose. You are not here to survive. You are here to transcend. Nietzsche believed that man must create his own meaning, that we are not handed purpose, but must forge it from struggle. Carnegie, Lincoln, Mandela. They did not live easy lives, they lived purposeful ones. That purpose gave them stamina, endurance, immortality. You don't need more motivation. You need more meaning. Attach your life to something greater than comfort, greater than applause. Attach it to a mission, and you will never run out of fuel. Purpose is the only fire that does not burn out. Dreams don't die from failure. They die from neglect, from waiting, from laziness, masquerading as patience. Discipline is the most brutal form of love. It says, "I care too much to let you be weak." Nietzsche said, "The individual has always had to struggle to keep from being overwhelmed by the tribe. That struggle is won through discipline. You want freedom. Build it through routine. You want excellence. Repeat the boring brilliance until it becomes divine." Kobe Bryant didn't practice until he got it right. He practiced until he couldn't get it wrong. Discipline is not punishment. It is liberation. It is the chisel with which you carve your future from the stone of chaos. You want change? Then move. Think less. Act more. There is no clarity in overthinking, no growth in waiting, no power in delay. Ford didn't invent the car. He just figured out how to get it to the people fast. He moved, he acted. While others debated, he did. Greatness belongs to the doers, the initiators, the ones who move when they're scared, start when they're not ready, and speak before the world approves. Action creates clarity. Action is where courage is born, and momentum belongs to those who build it. Gratitude isn't weakness, it's weaponry. When you are thankful, you are present. When you are present, you are powerful. Nietzsche spoke of eternal recurrence, the idea of living the same life over and over. Ask yourself, if you had to live today on repeat for eternity, would you be proud? Gratitude gives you the strength to endure the storm, because you see the storm as part of your training. Be thankful, not just for the victory, but for the battle. Be thankful for the wait, because it makes you stronger. Life will not bow to your expectations. It will throw punches, break bones, change the rules, adapt or be erased. Nietzsche wrote, "Become who you are." That's not about finding yourself. That's about becoming through resistance. Edison adapted. So did Churchill. So did every giant you admire. They bent without breaking, shifted without surrendering. Be solid in vision, but fluid in form. Your ability to adapt is your secret weapon. Let others break. You will bend and return stronger. You will fall. That's not a prophecy, it's a promise. But falling is not failing. Staying down is. Nietzsche admired the Übermensch, the one who transcends suffering, not by avoiding it, but by turning it into strength. You must use the pain, mold it, rise with it. Every scar you carry is proof that you did not break, you endured. And that endurance, that is the signature of greatness. The world breaks everyone, but the resilient, they rebuild themselves from the wreckage. You are not the finished product. You are the forge. Greatness requires a student's mind, a warrior's humility, a beginner's hunger. Disney studied animation. Carnegie studied business. Oprah studied people. They didn't assume, they learned. Nietzsche said, "To live is to suffer. To survive is to find some meaning in the suffering." Learning is how you extract meaning from the mess. Grow or rot. Learn or vanish. Be relentless in your evolution. This is the truth about greatness. It demands everything. Your time, your energy, your tears, your doubt, your heart, your soul. Not because life is cruel, but because greatness is sacred. It must be earned. You must die to who you were, to become who you must be. Let the world call you obsessed. Let them say you're too intense. Let them mock your fire. Good. Let them watch you burn, because while they sleep, you rise. While they rest, you grind. While they conform, you transform. You are not here to survive the world. You are here to redefine it. So take the pain, take the pressure, take the fear, and use it to carve your name into the mountain of history. This is the truth about greatness. It demands everything, and it gives back eternity. Let the world call you obsessed. Let them mock your fire, because while they rest, you rise. This is your time. Greatness isn't given, it's earned.